Salam, salam, salam. May peace, serenity, and bliss be upon us all. Why don't we continue from the last eloquative vociferation on our question and answerable format, which I humbly call the proconsiderocative interrogatorial questionings with approximate, tentative, explanatory resolutions. And remember, people, I've told you on many, many occasions before, I am a biblical approximatologist. Yes, even a biblical targetologist. But only God hits the bull's eye. All right. Why don't we continue from the last time? I believe that one of the questioners had asked me, which I deemed a very noteworthy, meritorious, beneficent question, when he asked me to explain to him what I meant when I said that all people are Babylonians, Christians and non-Christians. And I did make that statement, and I elaborated the last time why I felt impelled to make such a debatable statement. And of course, we know that all things in the world, be they truth or false, are unfortunately debatable. Okay? Even the Bible, people, has been made the book of the great controversial debate among all people. Nevertheless, we know from our studies here at the Mesopotamian University that truth has a way of vocalizing and defending itself. You see, truth does not need me or you to be its own expositor. Truth is its own native, inherent, innate, intrinsic, esoteric expositor. Okay? For truth is the light. And we are told that truth is likened unto a two-edged sword. Okay? That means that it cuts through everything. Okay? It is no respecter of personhood. Okay? Truth is neither black nor white. That's right. It is neither Jew nor Gentile. It is no respecter of persons. And I've also indicated, relative to the various facets of truth, that truth is very painful. Okay? It is so very vital that we come to some comprehension that truth, the true two-edged sword, truth, is very painful. It is not in the natural man's heart to say, I want and love the truth. Quite to the contrary, according to Jeremiah, our Sabbath school disciplinarian prophet. He plainly tells us in, I think, Jeremiah, the 17th chapter in the 9th verse or thereabout, he said that the heart, the cardios, is evil, naturally so. Above all things, it is desperately wicked. Okay? That's the human heart, according to the poetical expression of the mind. So this must be established before I can give you more information regarding the Babylonian disposition of human nature, that is, fallen human nature. And I believe the last time I went into the cosmos, that is the pre-cosmogonic world, where I showed the students here that Babylon did not originate here on earth. In other words, it did not have its origin in the post-cosmogonic world, but its principalities resided in the world above, long before the invention of a man. And we discussed the fact, according to Revelation, the 12th chapter, and verse 7, that war, the disposition of bellicosity and belligerence, was going on in the pre-cosmogonic world beyond the celestial sphere long before the invention of a man. It is so vital that we understand what we are dealing with relative to the transcendent transferal of the original embattlement from heaven to earth. And we even talked about the principalities, the archons that Paul referred to when he told the Galatians, who were a people that often fought with one another. as we do in our world at large. He told the Galatians, and therefore the world at large, people, Babylonians, we wrestle not against archaeological hematology. Simply means flesh and blood. We wrestle not against human beings. Let me let you think about that. If you're fighting human beings, people, you're fighting the wrong war, the wrong battle. Think about it. We are engaged in a pre-cosmogonic spiritual warfare. Can you understand that? So the apostle continues to say, we wrestle not, we shoot not, we swing not, we bomb not against flesh and blood, but against pre-cosmogonic principalities which have waged war against the Shabbatocracy long before the invention of a man. And I think we said that if every human being on earth was to die today at 12 o'clock noon, guess what? The pre-cosmogonic war would still be going on. Not with man, flesh and blood, but with fallen angels called by the apostle archons, fallen demons. You think about it, people. Your enemy, Mr. Flesh and Blood, is not another brother, sister, flesh and blood, but your extraterrestrial enemy are fallen angels who are neither man nor God. Okay? Think about it. So, Babylon began from its inception in the heart of Hallel ben Shaka, the beautiful Lucifer, Phosphorus, in the pre-cosmogonic world beyond the celestial sphere. And we talked about the Sa, Ba, Tan, Bel the last time, as you can see here. See, Ba, Bel, Sa, Tan, Sa, Ba, Tan, Bel. Okay? And remember, Babel in Hebrew means gate of a god. Okay? Technically, gate of a creature god. All right? A creature god is simply something or someone that was created. See, it's very important that we understand these things, people. See, you have the creator and the created, the creator and the creation, the creator and the creature. And in one of my lectures before, we discovered that a creature can be animate or inanimate. Remember that? An animate creature is something that lives. A human being is an animate creature. But you see, the sun, the moon, and the stars are also creatures. But they are inanimate. Why are they creatures? Because they were created. Okay? So, Babel, in essence, means gate of a god. Why do we need a gate of a god? There is already a creator, God, but according to the Sabbath school disciplinarian prophets, there was one who desired not only to be above God or be as God, but to be God. All right? Now this, by and large, people, is a mystery. And I don't claim to have the wherewithal to explain to the satisfaction of the mind this particular facet of the mystery. All we know is that in one place it is called the mystery of iniquity. Okay? So, Mesopotamia, the father, the papa, the pope. That's right, I said pope because all pope mean is father. The angelic pope becomes the founder of his glorious, non-human, non-divine kingdom. Okay? So we would call, by deductive reasoning processes, that all of those that are a part of the Mesopotamia would be Babylosophers. Let me hear you say Babylosophers. Very good. Babylosophy. Okay? Babylology. Same thing. Babel was a city, a civilization, which had an imaginary temple and city and state and territory. Okay? And I say imaginary, people, because everything comes out of the mind. See? Whether it be tangible or intangible. See? When you look at the television, it is the imagination that invented the television. Did you know that? Everything that man makes is out of his imagination. Did you know that the Creator God created the world, the cosmos, the universe, the Pontiverse, out of his imagination? You think about that. Nevertheless, I said, and I know you want your answer, that all people, Christian, non-Christians, are Babylonians. And I must clear this up before I go to the next question. Well, you see, Babel is founded on sin. Okay? That's transgressorial sinfulness. And particularly, irreversible transgressorial sinfulness. Ba sinbel. All right? This is the condition of the impenitent heart. Okay? The irreversible mind. Then Adam became a part of this pre-cosmogonic civilization whose administrators were neither God nor man. Okay? This is why the apostle can speak like he spoke when he said, "It is not flesh and blood we wrestle with, but against creature principalities." May I let that sink into your cerebral processes? May I continue? Thank you very much. So as Adam becomes a part of this process, which existed before he existed, he becomes a Badambel. See Adam, see Babel, a Badambel, the garden father of humanity, the fallen garden father of the world. Now, you think about it. If Abadambel accepted the Batanbel, what would Adam's children be? Answer: Babylonian. A Babylonian. Okay? Why? Because sin is on one side of the coin and Babel is on the other side of the coin. Okay? Then Ba Sin Bilon. All right? They are the same thing. Gate of a god, which leads to what? Cerebral confusion and synintelligence. Not intelligent, but synintelligence. Connected to cerebral and mental confusion, which later became associated with languages. Okay? We're talking about the principalities, people. All right. Then we try to show the difference between Ba Dogma Bel or Ba Doctrina Bel, okay, or Ba Sunday Bel, or Ba Doctrina Bilon, and Abba America Bel, okay? Because let's face it, people, if we are all Babylonians by the principles of deductive reasoning, then all countries, all civilizations are also attributed to this pre-cosmogonic principle, no matter what name you may label it. Okay? Behind the label stands Babel, okay, or Sa Batan Bel. Think about it. So, Badogma Bel is the doctrines, the eco-socio-religio political-nomical doctrine, okay? And in most cases, the Badogma Bel are false doctrine, counterfeit doctrines, okay? We call counterfeit in Greek, called para-characteristicos. Para-characteristicos. See? Counterfeit. Okay? Then, of course, we discovered that Sunday Bell was the old sun god institution set up in the land of Kyrgyzstan first, and then reoccurred through the processes of post-diluvial rebabelization in the plains of Mesopotamia, which we call Iraq today, and set up the sun god system of solar system idolatry. You see, people, when you read the Bible and you hear and you read and you see the quotation passages as they relate to idolatry, what is the scriptures really telling you? Who is the idolatry? Who is the object of the idolatry? The great philosophical sun god. See? Sunday Bell. And I asked some of you last time, why do you call the first day of the week Sunday? Come on now. You really cannot give me a reasonable answer relative to the scriptures. Because you can read the scriptures, people, from Genesis to Revelation, and you'll never find any namings of the weekly cycle of their days. You just won't find it. So where does the naming of the days come from? Answer: Badogma Bel, Badoctrina Bel. Okay? That's right. And I said here that America, biblically speaking, is called, according to the Sabbath School disciplinarian prophets, America Bel. That's right. Just like the old kingdoms in biblical times. We had Bakaldi Bel, the head of gold, here on the statue image in the plains of Dura in ancient Babylon in the time of the Bajudabelian captivity. That's right, I said Bajudabel. The Jews were called Bajudabel. See, because they were a part of Sa Batan Bel. Okay? Then Bacaldiebel, Chaldi meaning the clergy of Babylon, Chaldea you call, Bacaldiebel became what? Medo-Persia. But we call Medo-Persia what? Ba-Medo-Persia Bel, or Ba-Medo-Farsi Bel, or Ba-Farsi Bel. Okay? Then we come down to the Grecian Empire. Alexander the Great of the Macedonian tribe. Okay? What do we call Greece relative to Babel? Ba-Greco-Bel. Okay? The whole statue, people, is Babel. Okay? Why is this whole statue Babel? Because this statue represents fallen human nature. Okay? How can we have the audacity to read all of the prophecies and somehow not being able to relate ourselves to these things? You will never come to a satisfactory soul bliss, peaceful understanding of the Torah, the scriptures, if you cannot identify with every evil thing in the Bible. You won't understand it, people. You will always stand as a judge, judging other people, saying them, they. See? But you see, man has a dark side, and that dark side is shared by all. Historical man, present man, and future man. Nevertheless, as we come down to the legs of iron, we find Rome, don't we? Two legs represent the Eastern Empire and the Western Empire. Okay? And what would we call Rome relative to Babel? We would call Rome Baromabel. Okay? And the 10 toes represents the European countries. What would we call the European countries relative to Babel? See? Ba-Europabel. The same thing. What is Babel again? It's the gate of a god, which leads to confusion, cerebrational confusion. And look at the world today, people. It's all confusion. Cerebrational confusion. Okay? Because confusion starts where? In the cerebral processes, in the mind, in the brain. Okay? That's where confusion begins. Nevertheless, we have here the Ba myth Babylon, because all that pertains to Babylon are representative of falsehood. Okay? Deceitful falsehood, intended and designed to lead man away from his creator and the Shabbatocracy. Okay? Now, what did I say again? All are Babylonians. But I did not say that all were Babylosophers, did I? I did not say that all were what? Re-Babylonianists, did I? No, I didn't. I said we were all Babylonians. Okay? Nothing wrong, people, with being a Babylonian. Okay? Because all a Babylonian is a human being, victimized by history. generational history. A generation of people rose up and rebelled against God, and you and I have to pay the what? The price. But thank the Shabbatocracy, there was one who we call Messiah ben David, who also paid a price. Did you know that? To redeem us from Bar Doctrinabel, which is designed to lead us astray, away from the Shabbatocracy. All right? And did you know, according to the, let's say, birth of the Son of Man, and just by that birth, people, Messiah ben David joined us as Babylonians. He was numbered with us, the transgressorial, sinful people. That's right. He became a Babylonian, people, but a Babylonian that had not its basis in Basinbel. Okay? You understand? Okay. So, a Babylonian does not mean a sinful, sinning Babylonian. All right? It just simply means that a generation rose up and victimized the preceding and coming generations by its transgressorial methods of rebelling against the Shabbatocracy, the innocent Shabbatocracy. And of course, the Shabbatocracy, as you've learned in the school, is nothing but the government of God. So remember that whatsoever the sin-inventor does, be it good or be it evil, it is to get us sooner or later to play into his hands. All right, so I hope that I answered to a certain degree your question about the Babylonians that we are all privy to be a part of. A very, very precious paragonic question. Okay, I think we have another question here. Let me see, what does this one say here? It says, Dr. Ben Abraham, you have hinted that this present generation is quickly fulfilling the prophecies of Daniel and the Revelation. Where is America in all of this? Very, very good question. You know, I have talked with many theologians, bibliologians, and I've asked many of them, out of all of the countries that are represented in the UN, and just historical countries, and the fact that We say that we are living in the last book of the Bible, known as the book of the Apocalypse, the book of Revelation. Where is America? Can she be found in, let's say, the book of Revelation, which we say we are living in these eschatological times? It's a good question. Let me read it again here. Brother Ben Abraham, you have hinted that this present generation is quickly fulfilling the prophecies of Daniel and the Revelation. Where is America in all of this? A very, very meritorious question. Listen, people. Is America in prophecy as ancient Babylon was in prophecy? Ancient Medo-Persia, world power, was in prophecy? Ancient Greece in prophecy? Ancient Rome in prophecy? Even Europe in prophecy? Ask yourselves the question, is America in prophecy? And if she is, what role is she to play in the, let's say, closing down of Earth's history? Now, people, I don't want to sound somber and like a prophet of doom per se, but somebody has to make the truth available so that the people can have an option. And if what I say today concerning America in prophecy, if it is the truth, then nothing can annihilate it. If it is false, then it will fail. Okay? Now, I really don't want to say what I'm going to say. Because let's face it, people, this is a great and beautiful, wonderful, free country. Democracy. It's a beautiful country. It is the envy of the world. Thousands, even millions, are trying to get here. They have heard about the freedom of speech, the freedom of religion, the freedom of the press, the First Amendment. And they're all trying to get here. many illegally, many legally, some through marriage, but they're all trying to get to America the Great. Oh, people, if America is in prophecy, what role is she to play? Well, why don't we turn to the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter, and there you will find America. Abba Merikabel. Is found in the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter, beginning with verse 11 to verse 18. From verse 11, people, to verse 18 is America in prophecy. I didn't want to say it, but I must tell you the truth and all of the truth. For if I know the truth and don't tell you the truth, where do you think that's going to place me? With God. With the Shabbatocracy. And I don't want to be in trouble, people, with the Shabbatocracy. Let us turn to Revelation, the 13th chapter, beginning with verse 11. Here is America, people. It says, "And I beheld." This is John, the Patmos prophet, the Patmos Sabbath school disciplinarian prophet, sees America in vision. Listen. "And I beheld another beast." What is a beast in prophecy, people? A beast is a state. It's a nation. It's a government. Okay? That's all it is. All right. "And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth. And he had two horns like a lamb." And I hardly don't want to read the next verse, people. But listen to what it says. "And he spake as a dragon." Think about it, people. Where is ancient Egypt today? She's gone. Where are the pharaohs and their power? Where is the beastly predatorial animal of Egypt? It's gone. Where Where is the beastly predatorial animal of Assyria? It's gone. Where is the beastly predatorial animal of Nebuchadnezzar's Babylon? And that dynasty of kings, they are gone. Where is the beastly predatorial animal of ancient Medo-Persia and the glories thereof? Answer, they are gone. Where is the Alexandrian government with its aristocracy? Where is the beastly predatorial animal of ancient Greece? Answer, they are gone. Where are the throne of the Caesars? The beastly predatorial animal of Rome, Etruscan Rome. They are gone. Where is the great French powers of Europe, the great British powers of Europe in their heyday of glory? Where are the beastly predatorial animals of Franco and the British Empire? They are gone. Now I ask you the question. July the 4th, 1776. Abba Merikabel declared her independence. The 13 colonies declared, proclaimed their independence from Great Britain. And from that time on, people, Revelation, the 13th chapter, and verse 11 says, I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth. Why the earth in that ascription? Was there a beast before her? Answer, yes. You see, the beast of prophecy, the predatorial animal which precedes America in prophecy, was Rome. Think about it, those of you who know your history. As a world influential power. And that beast came up out of the sea, the ocean. You may in fact call it the aquatic beast. We talked about that, remember? It was the threefold, seven-headed aquatic beast. But you know, there was a beast before that. And what was that beast? It was called the dragon of intolerable paganism. That dragon did not come out of the sea, nor the earth. It came from where? The sky, the heavens, the celestial, the sidereal. See? So you had a beast from the sky called the great red dragon, and we'll go into that in prophecy. And you had the beast from the sea. This sea we call the papacy. And remember, people, these beasts, or these biblical pagan states, were anti-Shabbatocratic in their policies. Okay? But America does not come out of the sea, according to prophetic contextual definition. She comes out of the tierra, the earth, the terra firma. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb. What is the lamb in prophecy, people? Oops, I believe somebody tells me that my time is up, but I'm going to continue the next time. So don't forget, tune in next time to the golden option. And remember, the option is yours. So, shalom, shalom, shalom. Salam, salam, salam. May peace, peace, peace be upon us all. Welcome, greetings, and salutation to the golden option. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Salam, salam, salam. May peace